It was Well, it was a phrase. It was a phrase.
It was slightly phraseolar.
I didn't help you at all.
Being
rough.
in the first chair is
freedom.
Yeah. I had so
freedom.
much freedom that I was actually quite constrained.
But when is a pretty poor word to choose. Can you think of any three-word sentence that starts with when?
No.
Like when running, stop, or something like that. Zach can get behind that sentence, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would just never start.
Right, but if you ever found yourself running,
Stop immediately.
No questions asked.
Yep.
Great.
That's what I always do.
Is stop running. You always do that?
Every time.
I always stop running.
You had a thing before.
Never stopping running.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, we're glad each of you is here today. Thank you for joining us. This is a bit of a strange podcast because we are missing two of our regular founding type members in Andy and Mike. Which if we're really breaking it down, that's the most difficult pair to define out of our group. Like we've got the brothers, we've got the non-brothers, we've got the Kevins, we've got the young ones, we've got the old ones, and then we have Andy and Mike,
the two with the smallest intersection, lone intersection of knowledge. Heads.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
They are the travel flexers.
Yeah, I mean,
And
Katie,
one of them is definitely going to travel flex
Upon
as a result of their absence.
his return.
That's true. We're not going to mention which one or why, but we will say it's a pretty willy-nilly trip, if I do say so myself. Anyway, so here we are, Garrett, producer Garrett, that is, and our old pal Zach are in the house. And we're ready to bring you a game today. But there's a couple games that we're playing. The first game that we're playing is actually called the Secret Phrase Game, or the Notorious SPG, as some know it.
What's that, Kevin?
Well, that's where one of us has been assigned a secret phrase by the rest of us, and that person has to sneak it in somewhere during the episode. If you, as the listener, are adept enough to discover what that secret phrase is, then please go ahead and email it into theguestrumpodcast@gmail.com. And within 1 week of this episode airing, if you do that, then you will be entered to win some free merch.
To be clear, if you do it right.
Well, that's right. That's right. I mean, frankly, we like the wrong ones too.
Those are funnier, usually.
Those are good. And merch, it's not even swag, because swag is stuff we all get. But, well, actually, most of our listeners have probably gotten it at this point in time. So maybe it is swag. But anyway, we would appreciate it if you guys would join us on the journey to discover the SPG. Anyway, what we're doing here today is playing a little game of Jeopardy, but on the Guest Room podcast, we don't call that Jeopardy. We call that a Jepisode. Oh, it sounds so much better without Andy and Mike, right?
It did.
That was almost like
beautiful.
Youngblood Halsey-esque.
Absolutely, yeah.
And today, the host of this here Jepisode is none other than KD. So, KD, why don't you take it away?
I will take it away. Category 1 is a saintly rage maraca.
Ooh, that's a thing if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
You don't remember what they're called?
Not off the top of my head. When I'm in host mode, it's totally different. By the way, this is the first episode that Mike has not been the main host of.
That's right. Yeah.
I bet the ratings are going to be through the roof.
2 minutes in, 4 minutes in, whatever. What are your thoughts? Like, is it already more difficult?
I can't remember the word that I'm looking for, so in that sense, yes. But no, it actually seems pretty formulaic now that I've heard him do it about 160 times.
True. Man, I can't believe we have that many episodes.
I know. We should be more popular than we are. I've said that to myself since about kindergarten.
Next.
Wait, he didn't finish.
What was the
last word is, Garrett, is maraca. Like the...
How do you spell that?
It's all A's. Maraca.
Oh. I'm thinking like
one
the
R,
country.
one C?
Mm-hmm.
What?
A saintly rage maraca. What's the word I'm looking for?
Should I tell him?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you're going to have to tell these guys at some point.
I will.
Right?
Yep. The next category is hymns from hymns. Next is World War II leaders.
Did he get the hymns right?
Yeah.
He did.
Is this Liters?
No. RES, Litras. Next is just the facts, ma'am.
FAX?
Nope. That'd be a different category.
That would have been great.
Things Abe Lincoln could do
To a samurai?
Samurai. Yep.
to a samurai. Murder, adopt, facts. After that is
Attack him with the North.
animal spoonerisms. Going back to that well after the...
Wait, is this in the right order?
That's what I asked. It was somehow.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but I could do a different category where those are switched.
Totally.
And the last is Dan Quayle, malapropisms, and misspeaks.
I remember like one of those.
Say that one more time.
Dan Quayle, malaprop.
Do you know how to spell quail in this context?
Quail.
No.
Quayle.
Oh, like the last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Malapropisms.
the one that belongs to Dan?
Well, he might have a quail.
At this point, I just thought it was
Dan's
4 words.
Yeah, I don't think you were alive when he was
Also,
It's a good point. When a saintly rage maraca is a category.
Yeah.
if he sets the score record on this game, I feel like it's going to have an asterisk by it
Because
because it's against me and producer Garrett.
Wow, you have a really
and
low view of producer
Especially
Garrett.
Well,
against me. No,
well-
he's right.
No, but like I'm just looking at like spoonerisms. Like my brain isn't used to thinking in spoonerisms, but like you have had far more
to be
experience
fair,
doing that.
more
So-
experience, yes, but I don't think Kevin has created a Jepisode board since January.
Shut up.
I'm just saying. I don't think it should count as the record if he sets the record. That's my disclaimer.
Oh,
I feel like
we have
he has a
phone
huge
pass
advantage.
here.
Garrett has given me his phone to spell malapropisms and misspeaks.
I forgot the words and I just
Anagram.
don't have.
Yes.
There it is.
Anagram for something.
No,
What?
I don't know. Does
don't know.
misspeaks have 2 S's in a row?
Yes.
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 I see what you did there.
Thanks.
I respect it.
Okay.
Man, Garrett's spoken way too many words so far in this podcast.
Well, he's not producing Garrett right now.
I mean, he will be.
You should
He's-
have him edit all of his audio out.
At the end of the
Rally
episode,
clap.
We've
just
got
clap.
we've
After
got
my
a
whole-
saintly rage maraca, hymns from hymns, World War II leaders, just the facts, ma'am, animal spoonerisms, and Dan Quayle malapropisms and misspeaks. Starting us off today will be scoring wrinkle.
Scrinkle.
What?
I have another category called homophones.
Homophones. Homophones.
Thanks. That you can insert into this board or not. It could be inserted into the next board. Insert into this board and remove another category.
So we would have to vote first. Do we want to remove a category and majority wins? And then if we do, then majority wins on which one is removed?
I would say if 2 of you can agree on a single category to be removed, it will be that one.
Do we get explanations of the categories first, or we just
No.
have to go based
No,
off
you just
titles?
go based on titles.
I vote no.
I vote no as well.
Yeah, let's just keep this.
All right. Homophones are not on this board.
They can wait.
Yeah. Starting us off today will be, I was going to say producer Garrett. There's another word I'm thinking of.
Contestant.
Yeah, contesting Garrett.
Participant.
There we go. I knew it started with a P.
Alternate payee.
Well, you could do it because a producer's like an audio like job. So you can say like recording Garrett.
Oh, recording Garrett.
Like to keep with like the same theme.
It's like a subspecies of Garrett.
Yeah.
There's Garrett. There's a producer
it's
Garrett.
just a different
there's
hat. that
recording
I-
Garrett.
Yeah, different hat. that
Like
I
the
wear.
greater and lesser Garrett. Yeah.
You're right. You're
I feel
right.
like producer Garrett's already a subspecies of Garrett.
That's what I'm saying.
So this is like a subspecies?
No. They're
Oh, it's
cousins.
a different branch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say brand. Yes, a different brand of Garrett. Garrett, go forth.
Let's do a saintly rage maraca for one hundo.
Okay, as previewed, this is an anagram category. A saintly rage maraca is an anagram for LA area city anagrams.
Ugh.
All right, your first anagram. Bark bun.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Burbank.
That's right. Chaw.
200.
For 200. Belly shrivel.
Garrett.
Garrett.
Simi Valley.
No.
It was belly shrivel.
Why did I? That was a dumb guess.
I like that strategy on anagrams, though. Just you feel something, go for it. Don't even like look at the letters.
I mean, not to give it to well, I'll explain my thinking, but
It's a long one to be the 200 pointer, right? I'm not as familiar with LA as I should be, but more familiar than I want to be
Oh.
because I hate LA. But I don't know. Zach, are you going to be guessing here?
No.
Belly shrivel.
it's something Valley.
Beverly Hills.
Oh, way
man.
off.
Yikes.
I like the anagram, though, I have to say.
Yeah.
But I probably would have put it later in the board, depending on what's next.
I don't know. They might get harder. Let's see.
Maybe.
It's Kevin's board.
Yeah, 300.
300. Flute lorn. Kevin.
Fullerton.
That's right.
400.
400. Arab dinners. No.
Zach. San Bernardino.
That's right.
Pretty nice.
Zach, the board belongeth to you with
500.
500. Cuba, then nothing.
Cuba, then nothing.
Cuba, then nothing. You're right. I should have said no Arab dinners.
Or Arab, no dinners.
Yes.
Kevin. Huntington Beach.
That's right.
600.
600. Anagram couch con. I'm happy that I got anagram into an anagram clue.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes. Very good. Shut up. Anagram couch con. But like, what would a saintly rage maraca be?
Man, there's so many that I was sitting on that you just didn't go for.
Well, I could only go for 6.
I know, but you didn't go for the right 6.
Are you sure? How'd you know they make good anagrams?
I don't know if they would or not, but like I had Anaheim, La Brea, Pasadena, Hollywood, like all ready to go, and you went for none of them.
You're right. I went for none of them. We are looking for Rancho Cucamonga.
Ugh.
Oh.
Never.
Tip of my tongue.
That's what people who live there say. Ugh.
I can see that.
Let's go. Heck, let's go for animal spoonerisms for 100.
Heck. Let's do it. All right. A feline at home and a bovine with a Stetson. A feline at home and a bovine with a Stetson.
Zach. A house cat or a cow's hat?
Yep, that's right. Hey, Zach, you got a spoonerism.
I'm just going to retire now from this category.
makes me mad. Like, I had this written down on my board: how cat and cow hat,
Yep.
but it's house,
Yeah. A feline at home.
and then you went cows.
Yeah. House. Cows.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Listen, there have been far further reaches in spoonerism categories.
I'm not
That's
sure
true.
about
We
that.
have 5
Yikes.
more
Yeah.
to go.
Oh goody.
Here we go.
Have we exhausted every legit spoonerism that's out there?
No.
More people are born every day.
Fair. All right.
Crarit gain.
Spoonerism's 200.
I've wanted to figure out what a crarit could be.
I mean, I was called carrot grain by accident once, and that stuck around for a while.
But technically it would be crarit, which is an issue.
Credit gain.
Yeah, to gain 1 crarit. Okay, 200. A rouge-colored cousin of the elk, and what you'd get if you sat in a pew for too long.
Kevin. Dead rear.
That's right. Red deer, dead rear.
300.
A rouge-colored canine, and what someone who's a fan of U.S. monetary policy might say.
Repeat.
A rouge-colored canine, and what someone who's a fan of U.S. monetary policy might say.
If I knew a U.S. monetary policy, I might have a chance at this one.
It's a no for me, dog.
A rouge-colored canine is a red fox. Or you might say that the Fed rocks.
Wait,
Oh my gosh.
a can
Is a fox
a fox is a canine?
Is it really?
Wow. My whole life I just thought dog and only dog for canine.
No.
400.
400. A smallish American predator and using a starch byproduct for hitting in baseball.
A starch byproduct?
Yeah. A starch's byproduct. A smallish American predator and using a starch's byproduct for hitting in baseball.
Zach?
Zach?
A bobcat or a cob bat?
That's right. I'm glad one of you got that because bobcat's one word. But I did it anyway.
500.
500. All right. A type of animal that hibernates and what British supporters of Tony did in the early 2000s. Type of animal that hibernates and what British supporters of Tony did in the early 2000s.
Kevin. Back Blair.
That's right. Black Bear or Back Blair? That is Tony Blair.
600.
600. A type of rodent likely found in states like Kansas or the Dakotas, and a Czech city constructed out of cheese and yogurt.
What do you mean likely found there?
I mean, likely found.
Wait, repeat.
A type, Zach.
A prairie dog or a dairy prog?
That's right.
What's a prog? Oh. I see what you did.
Those are
there.
my favorite.
It's one of the few places I've been. I just want to point that out in the Travel Flex, guys.
Oh, I remember
Thanks.
saying
Thanks.
on an episode, "What's a prog nut?"
Hey, I was there.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, 2 categories down.
Yeah.
The scores stand thusly. Producer Garrett is at negative 200. Zach's at 1,500. I'm at 1,600.
I have an option for a scoring wrinkle at this moment.
Another
A
sprinkle.
sprinkle?
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
Okay. The owner of the board gets to choose. So that's Kevin.
No, it's
You-
Zach.
Oh, Zach. Sorry.
no more sprinkle.
Gets to choose between they're both bonus questions on our animal spoonerisms, either an 800-point question or a 1,000-point question. That's for everybody, but you get to choose which one we're doing. Because I feel like
Can I do neither?
no, but maybe you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it right now.
You must take one of the sprinkles.
Wow.
But you don't have to do it right now.
Okay. Can I choose which one that is available to do later?
No.
Okay.
Basically,
This
it's
is-
now available
this
and
is
anyone
the-
could choose it.
Yep.
Okay. Down with Scrinkles. This is a horrible.
I mean, you
Horrible option.
basically caught up on that category, so
yeah.
you got the
That's
4
a
and
miracle.
600.
Okay. Then we'll deal with that later. Hymns from hymns
Hymns from hymns. Okay.
for 100.
Yep. These are hymns written by hymns. I know. Crazy. Just tell me the name of the hymn when you hear it and know it. And these are all instrumentals.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Kevin, Amazing Grace.
That's right.
Wow. I feel like I'm at a distinct disadvantage to these two in this category, and so I'm glad I got any points at all. We're going to go to Just the Facts, ma'am, for 100.
Okay, this category has been provided by Matthew. He initially...
Wait. You had a sixth category to put into
I
this
came
board.
up with the sixth category because I saw a homophone today, and I was like, I like those categories.
Gotcha. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Initially, he wanted this to be an audio category, but after we talked about it, it's just going to be a me talking category.
He doesn't talk to me about any categories.
You should maybe ask him.
Do you just regularly ask him, hey, Matthew, you want to talk about some categories?
No, more like I was like, hey, Matthew, I need a category. And then we didn't record my JEP last week. So it wasn't that urgent.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, homophones would have been in here.
What's a homophone?
It's two words that sound the
like-
same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You're like, oh, dang. Maybe we should have put that one in there. Okay. These are going to be quotes, famous quotes from famous people. They could be in some sort of television capacity. If it's a live TV, you have to tell me like the actual person's name that's saying it. And if it's fictional, then you have to tell me the character's name.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And you also have to tell me the show.
Oh,
Let's just make it even harder.
so if it's fictional, the person and the show,
Yep.
Character in the show.
Character in the show.
TV.
Yep.
and if it's real,
Yep.
just the person.
Person's name and show.
Yep.
Well, oh wait, not the show name.
No,
it's-
but
it's
show
like a
show
TV.
as well.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Wow.
So this isn't like
Good category.
we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. For 100, you'll get the gist after this. The tribe has spoken.
Zach. It's going to be Survivor. And it's going to be Jeff Probst.
That's right. Good job. How very Kevin of you, buzzing in, knowing that you knew the answer. It was somewhere in there. Good job.
Oh, that was miserable. 200.
200. How you doing,
Zach. Joey Tribbiani, Friends.
That's right.
300.
300. Dope.
Zach. Homer Simpson, The Simpsons.
That's right.
Gosh.
Wow, I'm learning all kinds of things about Zach right now.
Wait, 400 was available. I just deleted it.
400.
400. Yada, yada, yada. He never called me
Zach.
again. Zach.
Elaine Bennis, Seinfeld.
That's right. This is incredible.
If he sweeps this,
Then something.
500.
500. Here's Johnny.
Zach.
Johnny
Carson Show? Or Late Night with Johnny
There's
Carson?
no way he said that about himself.
Incorrect, Zach. Johnny Carson started on The Tonight Show, and he was introduced by Ed McMahon. McMahon.
600.
600. What you talking about, Willis?
the one I might know.
This category sucked.
So Kevin, if I'm bad at writing episode titles,
Yeah.
and KD is bad at making episode categories,
To be fair, this is Matthew's.
what? Oh, well, then I guess that disassembles my entire point. I was going to
I have
say
a guess for no points. Punky Brewster?
No.
No?
It's that little guy
That's right.
from that show about black people.
Yep. That. Yep.
Oh, Coleman.
Yeah, it's played by Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's his character's name is Arnold Jackson on Different Strokes.
I knew the gist.
Okay.
But I didn't know the answer.
Kudos.
Thanks.
One.
Ooh, I've got a little bonus to throw in, a little scrinkle.
Ooh.
I know
Wait,
the anagram category is over, but I just thought of a killer anagram. And if any of the other players can come up with what this is an anagram for, I will legit transfer over through 200 of my points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we get a category or we just get the anagram?
Nope, it's just the anagram.
Okay.
All right, here it is. When trampolines fall onto restaurants retreat. You have till the end of the game to tell me what that's an anagram for.
Repeat.
When trampolines fall onto restaurants retreat.
I will keep
One,
this in
one
mind.
guess. One guess each. So.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Hymns from hymns.
For 2?
Yeah,
All right. Dope. Did I do that okay?
good.
I've never heard that.
that's good.
Fine. It was fine.
It was fine.
It's not easy to replicate.
200.
Zach,
Zach.
it is well with my soul, or it is well.
Correct.
I was going to guess that.
Zach, the board is yours.
300.
300.
Kevin,
Kevin.
great is thy faithfulness.
That's right. Good job.
Gosh.
World War II leaders for 100.
I can't even say that. World War II leaders. Do you guys get R's and L's mixed up? Like when speaking?
Like,
No.
I'm Ronry.
Not
I
that
thought
bad.
you said liters as in like as opposed to World War II gallons.
Oh. No. This isn't the question about Mike's question about tanks and reservoirs. No, like I'm really bad at saying the golfer who has a drink named after him.
Arnold Palmer.
I have to really focus.
Interesting.
Arnold Palmer.
Hey, what's the deal with the whole Arnold Palmer versus Arnie?
He did it.
I did.
You got in his head.
That was, man, wow.
Yes.
Versus Arnie Palmer. People say that.
Arnie?
I was just at a restaurant with a bunch of people.
Chili's?
Yeah, that's where I was at. And someone across from me asked for an Arnie Palmer. And then the person to my left asked for an Arnold Palmer. And I'm like, why is there a division?
Maybe they knew Arnold and were like really close friends with him, and only his friends called him Arnie.
Yeah, we call him Arnie.
I'm like, I don't even know who was all there, but I'm like, I bet Niola knew Arnold Palmer.
New Arnie.
Yeah. Arnie.
Seems right.
They go back.
Yeah. World War II leaders for 100. Okay, in this category, I'm going to give you their birth date, what they did during World War One. Pretty much everyone was in some capacity involved, and then
Wait, 2 or 1?
what they did during World War One,
Oh.
and then what their day job was before they got into leadership, and then what they were called as leader. A lot of info. All right,
Yep.
you ready?
Sure.
Okay, for 100. He was born April 20th, 1889. He was a World War I Lance Corporal. He was an artist.
Zach.
Zach.
Hitler.
That's right. His title was Führer. Go ahead, Zach.
Let's go 200.
200. He was born November 30th, 1874. In World War I, he served as First Lord of the Admiralty. He's a writer and a Minister of Parliament. His title was Prime Minister.
Kevin.
Okay, you're it.
Kevin.
Winston Churchill.
That's right. Kev.
300.
Wow.
I'll true it.
What's the score?
Yeah,
What's
so
the
Garrett's
score?
still at negative 200.
He almost buzzed in on that one, though.
I'm at 2,200 and Zach's at 2,300.
And you're going for a true.
Yes.
All right, here we go. He was born December 18th, 1878. He's a World War I commissar and a meteorologist. His title was General Secretary.
Again?
He was born December 18th, 1878. A World War I commissar. His day job was a meteorologist. His title was General Secretary.
Ooh,
Oh, the back is nice.
this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
No. No.
Wow. I thought you were going to go for one of the next big two, but I'm not sure that you did that. Yikes. Yeah, I'm going to call yikes.
Yikes.
And I'm going to say Mussolini.
That is incorrect.
That's what my guess would have been as well.
Stalin.
Ugh.
Oh,
He was a meteorologist, and his title in World War II was General Secretary?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he was a dictator, yes, but that was his title. General Secretary of the Communist Party.
Wow.
Board's yours, Kev.
Yeah, 400.
400. He was born April 29th, 1901. In World War I, he was the Crown Prince. He had no other occupation, and his title during World War II was emperor?
Repeat.
He was born April 29th, 1901. In World War I, he was the crown prince. He had no other occupation, and his title during World War II was emperor. No points, guesses?
No.
Was he assassinated?
I don't think so.
No.
We were looking for Hirohito.
I knew it was Japanese.
All right. Kev,
500.
500. He was born July 29th, 1883. In World War I, he was a corporal. He's a journalist and a writer, and his title during World War II was Il Duce.
Zach. Mussolini.
That's right. The Duke.
Once it gets past 400, I pretty much just know I'm going to go nowhere.
And for that reason, I'm out.
600.
600. He was born November 22nd, 1890. He was a captain in World War I. His day job was a ghostwriter. His title, leader of Free
Happened to
France.
you again.
Kevin.
De Gaulle.
That's right.
Nicely done.
All right. Dan Quayle. 100.
And well, we're avoiding the rest of the hymns. Can we get a score update?
Yeah, Garrett's at negative 200. I'm at 600. Zach's at 2,800.
Zach, this would be one of those leads that you shouldn't relinquish.
Thanks.
Yeah. Just want to put that out there. I don't know if you guys remember Mike's malapropisms category.
Yeah, I didn't really like it.
At the very least, these are funny quotes. But I'll have a blank in the middle of a quote from Dan Quayle, and then I'll have some commentary afterwards to help you get the blank. You'll also get it as we go. So for 100. Republicans understand the importance of blank between a mother and child, which is why all Republican families have their kids handcuffed to their moms at all times. Obviously. Republicans understand the importance of blank between a mother and child.
What's the rest of the...
And that's the end of the quote. Commentary, which is why all Republican families have their kids handcuffed to their moms at all times, obviously. Remember, a malapropism is using a word that sounds almost right, but it completely changes the meaning. We were looking for bondage. Importance of bondage between a mother and child.
200.
Probably should have been
do it.
bond. 200. Quote, I am not a part of the problem. I am a blank, end quote. Which would mean that his kids are chained to his wife. I am not a part of the problem. I am a blank. Which would mean that his kids are chained to his wife. Leading public figure for the U.S. right here. I am not a part of the problem. I am a blank. Which would mean that his kids are chained to his wife.
Sounder.
I am a Republican. Republicans understand the importance of bondage between.
Oh, so this is...
Oh my
It was
gosh.
a throwback.
Are these going
Throwback.
off one another?
You're
these quotes?
building.
That one did.
Yeah, that one did.
All right,
Yeah,
300.
Didn't know there was a connection there.
300. Quote, blank has always been a very pivotal role in the Pacific. It is in the Pacific. It is a part of the United States that is an island that is right here, Dan said while in that place. Quote, blank has always been a very pivotal role in the Pacific. It is in the Pacific. It is part of the United States. Garrett.
Hawaii.
That's right. That is an island that is right here. Stirring
I was
stuff.
thinking Guam or...
Let's just finish this abysmal category. 400.
400. The blank was an obscene period in our nation's history. Our Nathan's history.
Sorry, Nathan.
The blank was an obscene period in our nation's history. I mean, this century's history. But we all lived in this century. I didn't live in this century. Dan said, only one of those statements is true. The blank was an obscene part of history, but more so in Europe's history than ours. Zach.
Holocaust?
That's right. The Holocaust was an obscene period in our nation's history. I mean, this century's history, but we all lived in this century. I didn't live in this century.
Can you reveal the... Oh, wait, never mind. I wasn't asking you to reveal the person who said those, but
Dan
that's
Quayle.
kind of obvious.
Yeah. Next is Zach.
500.
500. Blank is essentially in the same orbit. Blank is somewhat the same distance from the sun, which is very important. Dan said regarding a celestial body, not a candy bar.
Kevin. Mars.
That's right.
That should have been the 100.
Yeah.
600.
600. We don't want to go back to blank. We want to go forward, Dan said. Maybe he thought he was at Disneyland. It didn't want to go to this land. We don't want to go back to blank. We want to go forward, Dan said. Maybe he thought he was at Disneyland. It didn't want to go to this land.
Guess for no points.
If you keep holding on, maybe you'll have a guess for points.
One more time?
Yeah.
I have a guess for no points.
One more time. We don't want to go back to blank. We want to go forward, Dan said. Maybe he thought he was at Disneyland and didn't want to go to this land. We don't want to go back to blank. We want to go forward.
Yeah, I have a guess for no points. Cars.
Frontierland.
Futureland.
Tomorrow. We don't want to go back to tomorrow. We want to go forward.
Yikes.
I was thinking it was like
Yeah.
he hates cars
All right, 400.
Oh.
for some reason.
All right.
In hymns
Yeah,
from
hymns
hymns.
from
We got 3 clues left. What's the score?
Garrett has 100. I have 1,100. Zach has 3,200.
All right. Here we go. For 400?
Yeah. Kevin. When I survey the wondrous cross.
That's right.
500.
500. Garrett.
All creatures of our God and King.
That's right.
All right, and then 600.
600. Kevin.
Come thou fount of every blessing to
That's
my
right.
heart.
Well done.
Can you sing the whole
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, what the lyrics are.
Whew, I needed that one.
What's the score?
All right.
Though, wait, don't we still have like an 800
Oh,
point
we
bonus
do.
question?
We do. Or
we
or
do.
1,000,
That's
and it's
right.
my board. My board. I'm going for 1,000.
What's the...
Oh, wait. Maybe I'm not. No, I'm going for 800.
What's the
just in
score?
case. 800. Garrett has 600. I have 2,100. Zach has 3,200. I'm going for the 800 point.
In mammal spooners or animal
Wait, what happened
spoonerisms?
here? A category was renamed. Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
I do.
Yes, that was not me. That was someone who also in this room has access to the board.
Nice.
All right, 800 in Boo Kevin.
Okay. And boo, Kevin.
For context, those who can't see anything, the Jepisode category has been changed from whatever it was, which I forgot,
mammal spoonerisms.
to Boo
Animal
Kevin.
spoonerisms.
thanks
Boo
to
Kevin.
thanks to Andy.
That's right, because Andy has arrived.
Yes.
A riven? Okay, here we go. And
both ways.
this really is an 800 pointer. It might be an 8,000 pointer. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Okay. There's a reason it wasn't in the real category. A big cat, or stating the price of a Mongolian tent using human organs as currency.
Again?
A big cat, or stating the price of a Mongolian tent using human organs as currency.
See, I think I'm at a disadvantage because I think when I think of a spoonerism, I think of like the first letters being swapped, but I think
It's the
the first
first sounds.
first sound or syllable. Kind
Yeah,
of.
that's why you can go
that's
from
why
2 words to 4 words or
yeah
something like that.
That's why carrot grain doesn't work out for you.
Yeah.
But also like sound isn't the first sound kind of subjective?
A little bit, yeah, but it's usually just the first consonantal sound. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I definitely have nothing
I'm trying to think of a big cat.
Well, there's plenty. Just that's not the hard part. It's not a big currency human organ guy in different countries.
You're not?
Yeah, felt of interest when I was in high school.
Oh, yeah, that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, it was just a phase.
Yeah. From the making of this board, I discovered that
Can you read the clue one more time? Sorry.
Yeah. A big cat, or stating the price of a Mongolian tent using human organs as currency. I discovered that I really, really enjoy instrumental versions of hymns, especially like acoustic guitar.
At Chick-fil-A. That's what Chick-fil-A does. Have you?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A only plays like Christian music or hymns in instrumental.
Oh,
fashion.
interesting. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's because I usually use the Mobile Express.
Yeah,
And-
most people do.
Man, the last time I went, there was probably 15 cars in like the peasant line.
Yeah,
And I zoomed,
the second-rate line.
yeah,
Yeah.
all the way around them just to, get my spicy deluxe.
Mobile ordering it feels like you're committing a crime, but you're not. Like it feels like I'm cheating.
Yeah.
but it's totally ethical. It's great.
Yeah, just everyone else is doing it wrong.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, everyone's just group thinking, like
Yeah.
like brainwashed into believing that the only way to order food is to go through a drive-through.
The
Not use
like I used
technology.
to not do it because I didn't really know what I want until I got there. But then one time the line was so long that I downloaded the app, ordered what I wanted, and switched lanes before I got to the person.
Oh yeah, I've ordered. I order if I'm ever ordering food on any app for any place that does that. I'm usually ordering it in the parking lot.
Nice.
Just makes it so much easier.
So it's been like 20 minutes. I think we're gonna have to call it.
I mean,
Do you think you know the
what
big
were
cat?
you working with?
So here's what I had written on my board. I had the word yurt
Okay.
because that's the only thing that I thought I had to work with. But then I wrote down ert with E, U, and I, and I couldn't like think of a first word in a big cat name that had an ert on the end. And then I wrote Iger, Iron, Aguar, Epard, Ida, Anther, and then I wrote African, Black, Spotted, and Mountain. And I couldn't come up with anything based on that, and so I gave up.
Wow, your system is much more complex than mine. I was locked on Bengal tiger and then working with 10, but I had nowhere to go with it. So what's the answer?
Oh, that's the look of you were so close.
You were so close. Because you were right. Bengal tiger or 10 Gaul by Gur, which is a Mongolian tent, which I understand that yurt is the one that immediately comes to mind. But
Oh, there's another kind of Mongolian tent.
yes, I was hoping that one of you could
It's
get
the other one.
10.
Yeah.
10 if you had recognized Gaul as
Oh, I definitely wasn't. In my mind, I was saying
Tengal?
gal.
oh,
And so that's why I had you repeat it because I was like, oh, human currency. Is he talking about women? But then you said organ and I just couldn't get there. Yep.
Dang, yeah, 10 Gaul by Gur. Do you guys want to hear the 1,000.1?
Yes.
Depending on the crowd, this one might be easier, but the clue is I couldn't figure out how to write it, so
Hey,
it's really bad.
if someone emails the guest room podcast at gmail.com with the correct answer to this, what if that's like an entry or 2 entries like to the
I'd
drawing?
like that. Yeah.
That could be a thing.
A royal swimming bird or a mashup of 2 of the best left-handed hitters of the 90s, sponsored by a golf brand.
Yikes.
Did I order those correctly? The 800 and 1,000?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not even interested in thinking about this.
We'll let the listeners have
Yeah.
this one.
I could see this like solely this being like an actual game show, like where just people who can figure these out,
Redonkulous spoonerisms.
like people like giving entire paragraphs as a spoonerism clue, and then like they're just reading off like a crazy amount of text, and like there's
it's
contestants.
just a clue to 2 words.
It's like a Jeopardy style thing, but like it's just this is the only question theme.
Nice.
I can see that.
All right. It is now Final Jeopardy time. What are the scores?
He is deep in thought.
The scores are Garrett 600, myself 2100, and Zach 3200.
Okay. We've a game. So, Garrett, you can totally win this if they both get it wrong and you get it right.
I could.
Yeah.
Wait, but hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on, cold.
Hold on, call.
Hold on, call.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Hold on, call.
I think we need Nathan to warm up our choir that way. Last week, he had us do all our warm-ups in a minor key, and it was awesome and a little creepy.
Dude, I mean, the notes that I put for Hold On Called in the major and minor keys are I think there's about 5 or 6 notes, not the very last note. So you could easily split that into like a SATB arrangement easily.
I'm going to go ahead and hopefully claim 200 points here from Zach.
Oh.
I've got tall retro runners stop the non-limo fetters. And non is obviously the Indian bread non.
Good try. That's not what I was looking for, but that was a really good effort.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I hope you tell us later in the episode
Does
what it
Garrett
is.
have a guess
For
the anagram
that
for
you made?
Yeah.
Not even.
No.
I don't either.
Okay.
No, nowhere near that.
All right.
All right.
Do we not
Final
get to
Jeopardy?
hear what it was?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, I could have been right, but you're just not going to tell me?
Well, no, you weren't. I'm telling you, you weren't.
Yeah, but you might be
That's
lying because
convenient.
you're like,
Well, I wouldn't.
invested.
I wouldn't do that though.
okay.
The Final Jeopardy category is Transportation USA. This is an actual Final Jeopardy question.
Yikes.
Yikes.
If you're being screwed right now, you're being screwed hard.
That's been me the entire game, Kevin.
I don't think that's even close to being true.
That was pretty good.
Thanks. I don't know. It sounded right.
Was that in response to the Margaret Thatcher Thanos thing?
Okay.
Yes.
Here's my wager.
Okay. You got your wager.
Yeah. How many points do I have?
6 hundies.
No, that's what I'm.
No, I choose.
No, we have Mike and Ike's
Oh,
today.
okay. That's the only mic we have here tonight.
That's right. Okay. Thank you, Garrett. Your clue is
Wait, did you wager?
he did. This public agency runs the USA's busiest bus terminal, opened in 1950. Though, based on its name, I added this part, Mike might say the agency has the final say on what counts as a red wine. This public agency runs the USA's busiest bus terminal, opened in 1950. Though, based on its name, Mike might say the agency has the final say on what counts as a red wine.
Well, I wouldn't have gotten it until your second part, and I definitely have it now. So. I think Zach does too, unfortunately. But maybe he didn't wager anything.
Good. Let us start with Gareth. And he says ADOT, which I'm sure stands for Alabama Department of Transportation.
Is that what you actually think I
America.
America
Department of Transportation.
Department of
was in? No.
Transportation.
My grandmother used to work for ADOT, which is the Arizona Department of Transportation.
Ah,
And that's the first thing I thought of.
Where does she work now?
She's retired.
let's come back to that. Zach.
Wait.
No, Kevin has said the Port Authority. And Zach has also said the Port Authority. The correct answer is Port Authority. Kevin wagered 1101. Zach wagered 0. And therefore,
The final scores as they stand, Garrett with 0, Zach with 3,200, and myself with 3,201.
Well done.
Thank
Nice
you.
job.
I appreciate that. Now, can you tell me, did I get the anagram right?
No, you didn't. No, you did not.
Okay.
But man,
what was the clue for the anagram again?
So here was my thing on that though.
What was the
Let me
clue?
just explain real quick.
It was when trampolines fall onto restaurant.
I have a
retreat.
really bad habit of ending Jepisodes with 0 points. So I decided for me, it's a victory just to end competitively.
Yeah.
So it's like baby steps,
Sure.
right?
Yeah,
so now
absolutely.
I've ended close to first place.
Frankly, you were ahead for most of the episode.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. It got to my head a little.
Yeah. I could tell.
I started to feel.
Yeah, I was getting smushed over
Yep.
here in the corner
Yep.
from the size of your head.
The clue, when trampolines fall onto restaurants retreat, was the anagram.
Did we get like a clue to help us get what you want?
No, he wouldn't give us a
Yeah.
category or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
So I was just
Yeah.
kind of shooting in the dark. But
Yeah.
hey, I made
Ooh,
it- I
that would
made
have
it
been
10.
that would have been rough if I would have bet enough to beat you, but then you got the anagram and I
Right.
had to give you points.
I know.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Ooh,
We
what
should
an
we should
ending.
do more like I don't know, like one-on-one daily double kind of things. Like
Showdowns,
yeah, like that.
What did you
Where
call
it's like
them?
it's like a
sprinkles.
Scrinkles.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Little-
it's like oh,
little
this is the
sprinkles?
300-point mammal spoonerisms between Zach and Kevin.
Yeah. Showdown.
All right. Well, that was the Jepisode. Thank you so much, KD. The board was
This is the nicest he's ever been to me.
Well, I've got to be Mike, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm putting on a different hat for this particular episode.
He's
So-
smiling a lot too.
I'm what?
You're smiling a lot.
I know, right? It's because Monday is in 6 days.
That's right.
Everybody loves
But Mondays
Mondays.
are coming.
Yeah.
I love this coming
Can't
Monday.
wait
I'll
for
tell you that
Monday.
much right now. So final scores again, 0, 3,200, and 3,201. Thank you all for playing along. If you happen to catch the secret phrase, go ahead and send that in to theguestroompodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to copy Andy Smith at gmail.com if you would, please. And if something else is, I'm sure I'm supposed to say at this point in time, if you see us on the socials, like retweet it or do something. And
That wasn't it.
no, that wasn't it.
Interact somehow.
Is there something else I'm supposed to say right now?
Well, you're supposed to say like on behalf of.
No,
no,
no.
I'm
not
going
even
to get
that.
there, but there's
Yeah.
something else before that, I'm sure.
Yeah,
The
you're-
secret phrase from
from
7 days ago. 7
yeah,
days ago.
let's
days
reveal
ago.
the secret phrase from 7 days ago.
Guys, remember that one phrase that somebody said 7 days ago in that episode that we recorded of that podcast that we do?
I remember that we did it.
Who did say it?
What's his name?
No, it's Kevin.
Oh, man, I was really excited that we had Cusco on the show.
Yeah. No, I said corn popped with great pizzazz yesterday. I threw it into my...
Was that a true story?
No. The true part is that I'm on a 21-day fast, which might be the most unbelievable part of that story, actually.
They didn't have the little keto bars.
Yeah, they don't have those cool snacks.
They have them, but they didn't have them yesterday.
Kevin, you know what's nice?
I hate being lied to.
Is that
I know several
when this,
things that are
when
nice.
this comes out, specifically this SPG reveal, I'm pretty sure your fast will be over.
What would you like to tell your future self?
Congratulations.
I hope you weigh nothing.
No, you've been incinerated.
All right. Well, that was a pretty crazy secret phrase,
That
right?
was, yeah.
I mean,
I think that was very
man.
well done.
I would have never seen that one coming. But again, thank you all for listening. I don't think there's any other business that I have to attend to right now. Mike generally attends to way too much business at the end of the episode. So on behalf of Katie, on behalf of producer Garrett, and on behalf of Zach, and on behalf of the Port Authority,
I'm still here.
What? Where'd you come from?
Andy.
hey,
Andy?
just cut that. I'm Kevin, and so long, farewell, something.